Hi everybody, and welcome to another lesson of the CodeGates Python Basics course. In this lesson I quickly want to talk about something that I've already actually been using in the programs that we've seen. And here in our REPL you can see some of the code that we've had a look at here. The top block is the built-in functions, which was our very first lesson about Python itself, and this block here is the strings and string functions code that I showed you. Now some of you may have wondered what these things are about. You know, those lines which are sort of grayed out in REPL and that start with a hashtag. And what they are is they're comments, what's called comments in programming. And comments are very useful and very important. What comments are on a technical level are essentially pieces of things that you can write in your program which won't be executed when you run the program. So Python sort of, if you think about it, you can think about it this way. Whenever Python executes a program that we write, so if we hit run, for example, Python starts at the top of the script that we've written. And then it goes line by line and executes each piece of code that we've composed, and all the way until the end, until it's done. So, you know, if we run this program here, you can see hello world is the outcome of line 3 being executed, 12 is the outcome of line 4, and so forth essentially. And the last one, that's the outcome of line 11, where bananas, where we replace the A's with the Y's. Now you can see that these lines essentially didn't do anything, and that is precisely because they are comments which you create by using this hashtag sign. So whenever you start a line with a hashtag, whatever comes after will be a comment and will be ignored at program execution. So let's say we write something in here in a comment that would actually be a valid piece of code, like, see, this would be a valid program, right? It would just print out this string of show me this. But if we comment it out and run the program, we can't see it. That's because we've, in programming language, commented it out. Now, you may ask, why is this useful? Why do you need comments? What is their importance? And there are a few different ones actually. The most important aspect is that they are means of communication to yourself as a programmer. So if you write a program that becomes very big, you may want to sort of describe pieces of it so that you yourself can better understand it. If you like, let's say you take a break from your code and come back in like a week or two, and if you have well-written comments, it will allow you to get back into it easier. So what we've done here is kind of an example of that, right? We've just sort of used these comments and sort of gave them sort of a heading. You know, this is the string section, this is the built-in function section, and so forth. This is also important because it allows you to, when you ever get to the stage of working with other programmers on your code, the comments are also a way of communicating to your fellow programmers what you are thinking in a piece of code, what it's supposed to do, and all these things. And that's actually one thing that makes for a good programmer, is to be good at commenting and good at communicating, not just with the computer to instruct the computer what to do, but with your fellow programmers so they understand your what you've been trying to build and your lines of reasoning. Now, there's one other way in Python to create comments other than the hashtag, and that is with triple quotes. It's the same logic, so whatever you write into the triple quotes will be a comment and will therefore not be regarded when the program runs. You can also use single quotes. That's sort of analogous to how you can make strings in Python. That will also work. Now, the difference between hashtag comments and triple quote comments is that the triple quote comments can go across many lines, right? So this would be fair. Whilst if you use the hashtag, you would have to put a new hashtag in every new line. maybe one small thing to add is in any given line the comment only starts at the hashtag. So let's say you have some code here, whatever, and then you can very well follow this up by a comment after that print function. So this works as well. You are not forced to start the comment at the beginning of the line. You can put it when it suits you. Yes. One other use case for commenting is when you have a piece of code and maybe you only want to look at a portion of it. So let's say we are doing our tutorials and we are on to the next topic now, which actually in the next lesson will be variables. A little sneak preview here. But we don't want this code to execute every single time when we run the program. So we can comment it out. And there's a keyboard shortcut which goes like this, which whenever you've highlighted an area you can hit it, and it's Control and the question mark sign on my UK keyboard, and it will comment everything out. So that's one technique for altering your code in such a way that only the things that you want to execute will be executed. And you see, we're not seeing any of this output anymore. Okay, that's comments. And as I already said here, in the next lesson we're going to look at variables. That's going to be quite interesting. It's actually the next sort of significant step, in my opinion, towards more systematic programming. Alright, I think that's it for now. See you in the next lesson. Bye bye.